See, for those who know, you should know. I ain't over here clicking it or taking it, however they say, clock that shit. Nah, 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 nah. I'm checking these damn trichomes because, your boy dealing with one of these harvests. Yeah, I forgot I had some bud that I had harvested. So I'm going through the motions because now it's ready to smoke. So a little trim gel, sticky fingers, right? Sticky fingers. And this one got the trichomes. It had the glitter. It was that shit Baby D was looking for. Anyways, welcome back, hot dogs and donuts. Y'all know what time it is. It's like 8 a.m. on a Saturday, so it's time for your boy to get up and go nuts. Y'all already know we got some Dragon Ball content to review. Shouts out to the big homie Alex over on Unrelent Gaming. Y'all know he been putting in at work. Shouts out to that Legacy of the Omniverse series that he just recently started. We on like episode 2. For those who don't know, well, get to know it. Zoom it out a little bit. And put the tray over here because I'm gonna hit it with the grinder. The grinder and play all. Play ball, slay all. Imagine pulling a gun on launch. That chick was crazy. Not the blue haired one, but the yellow haired one. Hell, when girls just want to have fun, better leave launch alone. It's a good way to start my Dragon Ball videos. Something fan made, keep it authentic. You know, because that's what we doing.
So, you find yourself on the Unrelent Gaming channel. How fortunate for you. I, Lord Freezer, will spare your life as long as you subscribe and turn on notifications. Also, don't forget to become a member of Unrelent Gaming's Patreon for tons of exclusive content to earn.
And as y'all know, y'all should go ahead and follow the recommendation. That way, when y'all come over here, y'all will be ready to chit chat about the knick-knack and the paddywhack. You can give a dog his bone back. Pamela Stanley. What is going on? Good to see you. How you doing? Hopefully you having another day in paradise. Thanks for coming in, leaving a comment, let me know you was here. Can't know who to go check out later on if don't nobody comment. You dig? Let's see. This one is a 10-minute video. As Vegeta enters into the mirror realm for the first time. Legacy of the Omniverse preview. Okay, so it's a little preview of what's gonna happen later on in the series. Which we don't really like these too much, cause hell, don't give me no preview. Just give me the whole meat and potatoes, right? We don't like previews, cause then that means when it comes back around, I won't be interested in watching it. Cause that's why I don't like those shows that show you coming up on this show, and then they give you a 45-second preview of the rest of the video. Well, you just showed me what I wanted to watch other videos, so now I don't even want to watch the whole thing sometimes. It'd be like that for me. I'd be weird sometimes because I don't like previews. Just get straight to the show and let the show be the show. I don't want to know what's going to happen at the end of the show before I watch the show. So then, whenever I'm watching the show, I'm like, well, where did that clip come from? And it's the last 20 seconds of the show. Nah, if that was the last 20 seconds of the show, wait till the last 20 seconds to show me. But that's how I be. This is not a movie. It's just some Dragon Ball fan-made content reviews.
Now.
fan-made content reviews. This is my dude Unrelent Gaming. Y'all, like he said, go check out his original content over on his channel and hit up his Patreon if you want to be ahead of the game. Oh yeah, we definitely got some popcorn in the piece.
I don't think so. You're not going anywhere because there is still a lot more that we have yet to show you. So don't forget to become a member of Unreal's Patreon for more exclusive content and upcoming videos. We hope you enjoy the things you're about to see. So you better not leave because we aren't done. Come now, Broly. Let's finish our battle.
He said, let's finish our battle. This dude Jerem always gotta take your shirt off.
わざわざ飛んでいったところを追いかけるなんて面倒だな。地獄にいる間に腕がなまったかとも思ったがそうでもないな。これはいけません。今のビルス様はまともに相手をしない方がいいかもしれませんね。交渉成立。引き分けだとこんな奴を野放しにしていては全宇宙にいる神の権威も地に落ちる。
Oh, not bad, not bad, not bad. Man, I ain't as big as my pinky, but you know, we ain't trying to do too much and be falling asleep at 10 o'clock during my other live. Put a little heat to the seat, right?
本当に子供のお遊びだな。それなりに楽しめたし、なかなか根性があるじゃないか。素晴らしい威力です。小さくなってもさすがの悟空さんです。これだけの攻撃を受けては無事では済まないでしょう。またいつあんな
Now, is that a recommendation? Because, you know, hold on, we hit pause. We hit pause for the cause. Don't be telling me that I need to watch. Oh, I hit pause. Anime. Let's see what you talking about. HAN. See. I'll have to check that out later. But anyways, y'all know how we do. Let's go back to where we was, past the BS.
So, you're not going anywhere because there is still a lot more that we have yet to show you. So don't forget to become a member of Unreal's Patreon for more exclusive content and upcoming videos. We hope you enjoy the things you're about to see. So you better not leave because we aren't done. Come now, Broly. Let's finish our battle. Now enjoy. わざわざ飛
そうでもないな。これはいけません。今のウルス様はまともに
Gotta love the
暗記をしない
subs
方がいいかもしれませんね。交渉する
Mandarin.
引き分けだと。こんな奴を野放しにしていては全宇宙にいる神の権威も地に落ちる。こんな生き物まで人間が生み出すとはな。僕の目の前でそんなに得意げな顔をしている。さてどちらが勝つでしょうね。防御することに意識が集中してしまう。
What's up with this
高
today?
いと見せかけてこれとはより大掛かりなものを好まれるようですね。まったくお互いに遠慮しているから蹴りがつかなかったんだ。僕の昼寝の邪魔をしてまで修行しているんだ。ここで負けるようじゃ困るね。本当に子供のお遊びだな。それなりに楽しめたし、なかなか根性があるじゃないか。素晴らしい威力です。小さくなってもさすがの悟空さんです。
Yeah, I love Whis and Beerus's energy. You can just see he's pissing Beerus off because he's like, what you gonna do to me though? This was us out here fighting. I'd park your shit. I like how they gave him his primal mode, but it's got a mullet to it. Y'all know what that mullet do? You know what I mean? That old Joe Dirt mullet. Yeah, why they made Goku have a fucking Joe Dirt mullet? He must have been watching Joe Dirt when he designed that damn transformation. I mean, it's cool, but mullet Goku is not cool. What up, big homie? Appreciate you stopping by. Hitting that thumbs up for you guys. Y'all know to go check out that big homie Dallas, Texas Guns and Cooking. Link up with one channel, then link up with the rest of them, right? Appreciate you. Now, for those who don't remember, it was funny. The first time you seen a motherfucker grab somebody by the tail, it was them grabbing Raditz. And now look at Vegeta. He said, nah, I'm going to just grab you by your tail because I know the one thing that you hadn't did yet was train your tail to where it wouldn't be as weak when somebody grabbed it. Because, you know, me being trained by the Frieza Force, motherfuckers was always grabbing Vegeta's tail. I can tell you that right now. Hell. Everybody he had to fight probably had grabbed his tail that was stronger than him just so they could weaken him down. Because here he is going all out, and they over here playing with him. Like, boy, I'm stronger than you anyways, but hell, you hitting your max 18K on me ain't cool either. So it wasn't a dragon fist, it was the dragon cannon this time. That's right. Gotta love the loading time today. It'll be alright. See, I like how he's putting these out with the color to it, because you know that make that drip cam hard. Because I mean, their outfits are similar to the angelic outfits, but they definitely coming with some better drip than the angels. So these dudes is at least they dress respectable. Look like they got on a little breastplate, you know what I'm saying? So they little robes ain't just, robing out here, you know what I mean? You know how people be with their robes on. They don't have nothing on underneath. I got a wife beater and some pajama pants on underneath my robe for those who remember. Yeah, for those who remember, I do have some clothes on. I ain't all the way dressed. I could have put on a t-shirt, but I ain't trying to put you on a t-shirt, so we ain't worried about that part of the game. That's funny though if the new villains are gonna look like insects, because that's what they give me, insect vibes. Which would be what vegetables are afraid of, right? People and insects.
私たちはこれから来るこのような名誉あるイベントを維持するのに完璧なサイズと形状も求めて出発します。私がこのイベント用にこれまでに作成したリングを承認しますか？
このアチロンは大きいですね。走り回るのもとてもしっかりしているので、本当にそうだし、みんながその中で戦うのを見始めたらここで戦うのが間 ちきれません。
この壮大なイベントのために私が作成したものを2人とも気に入ってくれたようで、これはまさにオムニーキングがリングの見た目を希望して詳細に説明した通りのはずであり、今私たちの建設の次の段階にしましょうか。2人が幸せで楽しんでいるのを見るのは嬉しいが、サコセについて心配する必要がないように、両津区エリアと一緒に観客系の建設を始める時期が来たと思う。ちょっと待ってください。今
And that's where he just sensed that. But like I said, I don't like doing a preview. I don't. But I do like showing love to the people that show love to me. Yeah, that's always going to be a good philosophy. Y'all better add that to your repertoire. Shout out to the replay gang. We got one person in here, so one person might have heard that. But yeah, that's for replay and clip value right there. You know, I'll come back and take that later. Good clip. See, right then. Boom. Gotcha. I'll be making my clips while I'm sitting here doing this shit, because now I know what I'm half-ass doing.
Vegeta, back off!
Sometimes. But anyways, let's see. I was going to open another tab. Go back to YouTube, which... I'll fix the fuck up I had did in the midst of doing this. Come on. See, here's our video. Welcome to my video. I love how Spider Pig looks on there too, because it's Spider Bart, motherfucker. That might be something coming up. We ain't gonna talk too much about it, because then you might ask about it. Shit, you ask questions when you want to know the answers. But we'll tell you the answers when we got them. Alright, put that back over there. Now I can do what I was gonna do and go by the homeboy page. So like I said, y'all know we like to show love to people that show love to us. Now it didn't come up though. Ain't that BS? Here we go. We got moved down in the timeline already. They trying to act like we ain't hot. Hot fire. I'm gonna leave that 5th thumbs up for myself, because you know, if you don't like your video, who will? They trying to act like we ain't hot. But anyways, cut that echo off so y'all ain't gotta hear that shit. Because you know, we be taking breaks in the middle of videos to go do some side quests. You gotta get them bonus points somewhere, right? Right, yeah, we still got the whole video to go. That was just a little preview with the color. We appreciate that though. Come on, load up. Silly motherfucker, I want to see the chat. See, it want to take 5 days to let me in the chat. Y'all see it wasn't me though. Wasn't me though. Yeah, we'll hit the go to channel, because that's what you do when you get a wrench. Hell, I'm gonna check out the other people in here anyways. Y'all know this is my show. See who need a wrench and who don't. That way I can scroll up and roll up, right? Who's in the house? I was in the house. Like I said, go check out bro page. Y'all see he got 4.34, 4,000 subs and 9,000 videos on this channel. So you know how he do. Bro be putting in that work. I love how it's not showing half the information. But anyways, y'all see I'm having tech problems, I guess. So let's go back over here and close this. And then go back to this over here so we can go to this. It is a snowplow though, cause I like the way
Vegeta,
that
back up.
snowplow
It's
tastes.
mine. If you want to die, I'm not going to stop you. But you do realize you'll just be providing him with more energy, don't you? Don't interfere, he says. Excellent.
Look up. Yeah, that big homie elbow.
I calculated every contingency. Either you aren't quite as powerful as we were led to believe, or perhaps we're stronger than your precious calculations accounted for. Hurry up and send this piece of junk to the scrapyard, unless you'd rather I interfere and do it for you. I was born as the embodiment of evil, purged from Ka. I'm not nearly as soft as Goku.
Piccolo wanted to drop some bars. Came in with 2 hard facts. He said, nah, one thing you better remember, bro, it makes sense in the story for me to keep up with Goku, because that's what he was made for. Specifically designed as a character. He's able to keep up with Goku, first of all. They did say that in the beginning.
How fortunate for you. I, Lord Free.
They let him fall back because he was raising kids, but you know how that goes.
Will spare
Like in the
your
war
life
shows.
as long as you subscribe and turn on notifications. Also, don't forget to become a member of Unrelent Gaming's Patreon. For tons of exclusive content, to early access media, and much more. Do it now, or else.
What an explosive and, dare I even say, extremely chaotic battle that these Saiyans continue to wage against each other, as I honestly can't say that Lord Beerus and I would have it any other way, but while they are limited on time with only a few minutes remaining, if they don't hurry and find a way to finish this battle with one of them standing victorious, then I'm afraid that judging from the way this is going, it'll only end up resulting in a draw by the very end.
Our story now continues following the initial battle involving both Primal Ultra Instinct Goku going up against Master Ultra Ego Vegeta on Beerus' planet, to which it was only just upon with the gods having to oversee their students locked in a very intense battle as Whis and Beerus went on to observe was when Whis went on to then chime back in. Now, not for nothing, but I must say that although this battle between them has only gone for about 2.5 minutes thus far, they sure do know how to put on a great show for the audience that is watching, but judging based from what I can see, it would only appear as though my student is currently the one who is in control here, but what say you, Lord Beerus? Do you happen to disagree? Oh, please, you wish, and because you said that, Beerus went on to then quickly respond, and I think that you ought to go and get your eyes checked out, because that couldn't be further from the truth, and you know it's Whis. For it is Vegeta who is leading the charge here, and so that much is clear, and deep down, you know that to be the case, Whis, with Whis responding, well, I'd hate to have to go and disagree with you on your position, my lord, but, well, I'm going to have to strongly disagree with your assessment, Whis adds, but that's okay, because you'll come to soon find this out the hard way as this battle goes on, but I'll just let you go and assume what you'd like in the meantime, just so you can come for yourself, Lord Beerus, with Beerus responding, yeah, right, keep dreaming, Whis, cause you'll be the one that will be seeing this in the end, and so now, Vegeta, this is your moment to go and crush that Saiyan with everything you've got, and so don't go and let up against that idiot until you've knocked him out cold, Beerus went on to then shout, and since we're running out of time, go and put him out of his his misery and honor my title as your mentor by smashing his face into the ground. Well, you know what to do out there, Goku. Whis went on to then quickly intervene upon Beerus being shown encouraging Vegeta. Oh, and try not to embarrass Vegeta too badly out there, and so go and do what you must, because thus far, he doesn't seem as though he is able to figure you out. And then, so whatever your strategy is, make sure to keep the pressure on him no matter what. With Beerus chiming back in, "Oh, why you, Whis, you dog? How dare you continue to root against me like this and expect for me not to take this personal?" To which all the while, in the meantime, as Vegeta from that point was then shown having to rub upon his chin before being shown having to address Goku, was when Vegeta then went on to quickly respond, "Well, I'll admit, you have certainly grown far stronger than I imagined that you'd be since the last time
Here
you
come the
and
big
I
dog
went
with
to
that
war
fucking
against each other
hairline.
like this, but I want you to know this,
Why his hair go like that?
Kakarot.
Hey,
For every
it look
ounce
raw
of
with
pain
that
that you go
Master
on to inflict
Ultra
upon
Ego
me
though. I
will
mean,
only continue to go and make me
y'all saw how the
stronger,
hair was
and
fucking
sooner or later,
hairing
your
it up.
clock will strike zero, and when that time
But
comes,
then
I
they
will
tell
go
us
on
we're
to
supposed to have
finish
short
you
hair.
off, and there will
Look
be nothing
professional.
that you will be able to
Nah,
stop
Goku
that from
and Vegeta don't
happening,
look
as
professional,
you know
nigga.
it, I know it, and the gods who are
Them niggas
watching
get hella
know
money
it
too.
as
Shout out to
well,
that
and
being a
so
$1 billion
just
industry
face
by
it,
itself.
Vegeta continues,
Goku
because
and
while you
Vegeta,
and I are
right there.
seemingly
The
destined
toy
to do
set.
this for an
Shouts out to
eternity,
selling
I
toys.
just want you to know
Might
that
get
no
a new
matter how
Dragon Ball
high you
toy maker
climb,
coming
and
out.
no matter how powerful you become, I will always find a way to reach you if it's the last thing that I do, and you should know this very well by now, because this isn't our first rodeo, and it damn sure won't be our last, Vegeta continues, and since we're already here, why don't we go and have a little bit of fun then, shall we? Yes, why don't we? Because since you're so evasive and deceptively durable, what do you say we take things up a notch or two and see if you're durable enough to survive these? But I warn you, if you think that by coming into contact with any of these, let alone all of them at the same time, is going to be easy, then you are in for a very
And then I like how he also stuck to his original designs when he had already did these before the new content had came out, you know, aka Dima. Shout out to Toriyama's last project, because if you know Toriyama, he's a master troll, so he be trolling the shit out of y'all, but then he give you fan service. So it is fan service. So that answered all the questions for you. Okay, it's like watching Saw. You see what I'm saying? We're going to go back and tell you what actually happened in the meantime, because we didn't show shit, because, you know, we could always throw a storyline in between storylines, because that's how they can write the stories. Well, yeah, but during that 3 months of them doing this, they actually went and did this too. So, you know, come back, they got Super Saiyan 4 and that, but then the rest of the story took place. So this is why that shit don't matter, because the rest of the story takes place. This is in between time. You see what I'm saying? This was before Beerus came, so it don't really matter, because this is what happened after Beerus came. And any storyline, what happens after Beerus comes, they're gonna have a God key whole explanation, because he wants to face a Super Saiyan God, and they wasn't fucking with God Key. So you know, they could have Super Saiyan 4. What happens when Beerus comes? Now they switch to God Key, because it wasn't important, but it will be at some point in time in the story, because like in most tournaments, you got these guys who are God tier, damn near, facing just regular mortals in other tournaments. That shit ain't fair. Then you got that one person that is at God caliber that is in the tournament, and that's what made it exciting. They supposed to be fighting the gods. Gods. GWAUDS. We spelt it for you.
wake-up call, Kakarots, for these may look small, but they pack more power within each of them than you think, with Goku responding, yeah, well, we'll see, but don't even think about trying it, because you know that this isn't going to end in your favor, and so I'm letting you know this now. But if you still want to go ahead and try your luck against me, Vegeta, then by all means try, with Vegeta then shown having to unleash his Akai orbs by then responding, oh, you're too kind, but don't you worry, because I will, Kakarot. which it was only within that very moment as Goku was shown having to forcefully unleash more of his attacks and having to collide against Vegeta's Hakai orbs was when Beerus went on to then chime back in. Now, while I already had expected for Goku's primal Ultra Instinct level to be a great challenge for Vegeta in this battle, I have no doubt that one of the many abilities that Vegeta possesses that will give him the edge in this battle here over Goku is the tenacity and the resilience that Vegeta has to grow stronger through pain. As I know that this will eventually go and tip the scales in his favor once we reach the climax of this battle, Whis, and so just you wait, with Whis responding, well, although I won't go as far as to say that despite with Vegeta's ability to turn pain into power is certainly impressive, there is of course a fine line between resilience and recklessness, Lord Beerus, with Beerus responding, yeah, well, I can go and tell you here and now that Vegeta isn't solely operating on a reckless basis, but you'll soon see as to exactly what I mean in due time. And although Goku can continue to try and rely on his speed and strength to try and catch Vegeta off balance when he isn't looking, Beerus continues, I can go and promise you one thing here and now, and that is Vegeta is always watching and always paying very close attention, Whis. And you think that Goku isn't aware of this, my lord, Whis went on to then question, because if you truly think that my student isn't going to be ready for whatever Vegeta may go and throw his way, well, then I think that you are going to find out the hard way as to why that is in due time. But for now, let us go and enjoy this contest between them, for I can start to sense that this is about to become far more intense than how we are seeing them face off with now. To which it was only then in the meantime with them having to go back to Goku, as Goku is now beginning to see Vegeta's orbs of destruction now moving in from multiple different angles, was when Goku then went on to quickly respond, whoa, but wait, he created more? But how is Vegeta doing this, as I didn't think that Vegeta would go and create this many orbs of destruction within such a short amount of time like this? And so this isn't good, but wait, there's even more? And now they're seemingly having to come from the other side now too? But how is he able to go and do this? Well, this isn't good because those orbs of destruction are seemingly everywhere now, and if I don't hurry and find a way to dodge these and get to him while I still can in order to stop him, then he's simply going to continue to fire these upon me until they overwhelm me, to which as Vegeta was then beginning to now address Goku was when Vegeta went on to then quickly respond, what's the matter, Kakarot? Did I happen to go and catch you by surprise? For you didn't think that I'd be able to create this many orbs of destruction in battle, now did you? Well, that's the difference between us, Kakarot. For I've been learning from one of the mightiest gods of destruction, and the benefits are far more than you can ever hope to imagine, and right now I'm going to show you. And so while you may try and escape me again, I'm going to go and warn you now that you will not be escaping me like you were shown doing before again. And so go ahead and just try, because you won't be able to be quick enough to go and outmaneuver your way out of this one. And so because of that, don't say that I didn't go and warn you ahead of time, Kakarot. Which all the while in the meantime with Goku being shown having to do his best and yet again trying to avoid each and every single one of Vegeta's orbs of destruction was when Goku then went on to quickly respond, well, you sure aren't making this any easier for me, but this isn't going to work on me like how you've tried using against me before. And while I know that you won't stop either way, you really ought to try something new while you still can, because once I go and find my way to go and get my hands on you, then I'll make sure that you aren't going to be trying this on me ever again, Vegeta. But then, it was only just when Goku thought that he had gotten away with Goku having to observe and seeing all of the orbs of destruction now beginning to reposition themselves was when Vegeta then went on to quickly respond, you are far too predictable than you think that you are, Kakarot. Tell me something, do you really think that you can see everything as well as you claim to be able to see? Because I say that you are far too blind to the subsidies of true combat, because the very moment you believe that you had the upper hand here against me and thinking that this was going to be the same as it was before, was the very moment I knew that you would go and play right into my hands, Kakarot. And because you went and fell into the exact trap that I wanted you to go and fall into, you were able to go and see what I had wanted you to see, but didn't stop to consider the possibilities beyond those orbs of chaos, for sometimes the most lethal attacks are the ones that you never see coming. To which moments later, as Vegeta was then shown surprisingly enough having to grab onto Goku's tail and clutching onto it, was when Goku then went on to turn around by responding, what the? So I should have known that you'd be up up to something like this because I had a feeling that those orbs of destruction were used as a ploy somehow. But I never thought that you would
Yeah,
actually
that boy
go and
about to
use
chill.
such a
That boy
cheap
crazy.
tactic like this against me. And so what happened to facing me head on with all of your strength, with Vegeta responding? And who said that I wasn't? For you were always too trusting of me in battle, Kakarot. As leaving your tail exposed during the heat of battle was a mistake, and it'll be one mistake that I will make sure you regret, especially when you lose this battle, Kakarot. For you can't go and run from me forever, and while your tail is in my grasp, there is no running, no dodging, and no escape. Because now that you are trapped, I am going to make sure that you never find a way out of this fight while I have you. Darn it, Vegeta, that's a cheap tactic to go and use against me during this battle, and you know it. Oh, but just so you know that you aren't going to be getting away with this because...
See, I'm gonna do myself a favor and get a shot of that. So when I screenshot it later, boom, we got us a new background right there. That dude putting in the work. What happened? He blew some shit up, but back to what we doing. Cause you know how we do. I be giving y'all these moments.
I will find a way to break through, and when I do, but then, it was only just before Goku was even shown having to have the opportunity to finish his sentence was when Vegeta's orbs of destruction were then shown slamming right into Goku, with Vegeta quickly responding, "Oh, I'm sorry, and you'll go and do what exactly? Because I couldn't quite catch that after having my orbs just slam into your body the way they just did, but it was like I said, Kakarot, for you are without a chance here," with Goku shouting, "I won't have you go and get away with this, Vegeta, because blindsiding me like that was a cheap tactic, and you know that it is." Well, even if it was, who is it meant to benefit in this battle, Kakarot? Me. Who did you allow to go and seize the opportunity to take advantage of you while you weren't looking? Me. And so as far as I'm concerned, this battle tactic may have been cheap for you, but it definitely wasn't cheap for me. Well, since you're the one who claims to be benefiting the most out of this, Goku's elbow was then shown emerging before being shown smashing into Vegeta's face, then here, Vegeta, why don't I just simply go and help you benefit some more then? To which, as Goku was then shown having to strike Vegeta, was when Beerus then went on to quickly respond, "What the? Oh, that was just dirty, Whis. Vegeta couldn't see him coming, and so Goku's cheating." No, stop it, Lord Beerus. And so are you saying that it is only okay if Vegeta were to employ cheap tactics to win a fight, but wrong if Goku were to go and do the same thing? Oh, yes, it is. And I don't care what excuses you go and make for that idiot. Vegeta had his number, and you know that he did, and so he just got lucky. That's all. To which it was only just upon with Primal Ultra Instinct Goku then shown having to quickly turn the tables on Master Ultra Ego Vegeta, and from that point then being shown having to hold the upper hand was when Whis went on to then continue, "Well, while I try and ignore your cries of anyone having to cheat here, I tried telling you that Goku wasn't going to be the same as you remember him being in battle, my lord. Yeah, well, neither is Vegeta, and so while you continue to prop Goku up as being untouchable," Beerus continues, "it should be very clear to you by now that Goku is far from untouchable, as proven by what Vegeta had just done," with Whis responding, "Well, I don't know where you seem to have gotten this notion from, as I never said that Goku was untouchable. But I did go on to make a note and remind you that he sure wasn't going to be an easy opponent for Vegeta to overcome either, now did I? But while I will go as far as to give credit to both warriors for making the efforts to go and do this, it would only now appear as though their battle is beginning to intensify more and more now, isn't it, Lord Beerus? Which it was only within that very moment as Vegeta's body was shown having to crash on down onto the ground before having to look up was when Vegeta then quickly went on to respond, "Why you? But how did you go and manage to escape that? Wait, he's rapidly making his way right down towards me, which only now means that he's starting to go for broke, and that's where I'll crush him. Yes, and so I'll need to hurry and go right for the finishing blow before he is allowed to go and make any sort of move on me, and I need to go and do it by acting now." To which it was only just then with Vegeta being shown having to dash right towards Goku as Goku was shown having to dash towards Vegeta was when Vegeta quickly went on to then shout, "Well, now you've done it, and so you can go and kiss your efforts of beating me like you thought you would. Goodbye, Kakarot. Now take this." What? No, but how did you? Maybe you were the one who should have been paying closer attention here, Vegeta, because it looks like you were right after all, Goku then went on to suddenly vanish, because maybe everything isn't always the way we see it, and there's more that meets the eye than we tend to give ourselves credit for. And so now, Solar Flare! I knew that you'd go and use this trick, you bastard! And so now enough is enough, Vegeta, and while you still may believe that your sheer willpower alone is going to be enough to bring me down during this battle, I'm about to go and prove to you as to why you are terribly wrong. Goku then went on to power up his energy by responding, and while I don't expect for you to understand what I had went through when going up against the top 5 strongest warriors in the multiverse, it was only while I had found myself locked in a death battle against them all where I had went on to go and discover this, Vegeta. And so while we're running on borrowed time here with how much of it that still remains, Goku continues, I am going to end this battle once and for all, and I'm going to do it by using this. As we spin on to then look on by questioning, oh dear, could this be the attack that I think that it is? With Beerus then having to quickly shout, well, it looks like he's going for broke up there, and so you better not let up and fire back with everything that you have if you hope to walk away from this battle as the winner, Vegeta. And while I know that you were one of the strongest warriors that I ever had the honors in standing across from in battle, Goku then went on to continue upon being shown forming his attack. Unless I decide otherwise, or unless you can harbor an attack that will be strong enough to hold out against this, then out of respect for you, Vegeta, this battle of ours is over. And so now, Dragon oh no, you will not win, not while I'm still able to further draw breath within this body, Kakarot. And so now if you are looking to go all out and finally end this, then let's go and end this. Hand of destruction. Yes, good. Now push back against his attack and don't allow for Goku's power to overtake yours, Vegeta. Beerus then went on to shout, don't force me to go and use everything against you, Vegeta. So just give it up and stop this, because you know that you can't win. As Vegeta then went on to quickly respond, never. I will never back down against you, no matter how strong you become, Kakarot. Well, from the looks of it, based on from what I can see, Whis went on to then quickly chime back in. It would seem as though despite with Goku seemingly having Vegeta's number, Vegeta continues to hold his ground in this fight, but how long is the question? As Beerus then went on to quickly chime back in. Oh, come on now, Vegeta. Don't just hold his attack in place, but try to find a way to overtake and fire it right back at that Saiyan, damn it. For I didn't go and agree to have you carry my title if you were simply going to stalemate yourself alongside Goku, and so you must find a way to go and fire back. Just give it up and face it, Vegeta, because your body won't be strong enough to hold out for much longer, and once you've reached your limit, then you and I both know that this is over, Goku shouts. I'd rather be destroyed than ever back down in a battle against you, and so I'm not going to stop until you're lying on your face beneath my feet, Kakarot. Well now, would you go ahead and look at that? Whis went on to then glance on down towards the hourglass by responding, for it would only seem as though their battle has all but 5 seconds remaining, with Beerus responding, Whis, I don't like what I'm seeing take place up there, Whis, for that attack of Goku's is far too unstable, and with Vegeta forcing more and more of his destructive power into it, they're going to go and level this entire universe if we don't put a stop to this. Here and now, Whis, are you listening, Whis? But then, it was only within that very moment, with the gigantic explosion then having to be shown overtaking the entirety of what once was of Beerus' planet, was when Whis went on to then quickly chime back in. My goodness, what a gargantuan collision and monstrous explosion. Incredible, but a good thing I had went and created a barrier not just for ourselves, Whis continues, but by also creating a barrier around your planet to help prevent the spread of having these two completely destroy Universe 7 as we know it, and so it's a good thing that I did. But are you okay, Lord Beerus? With Beerus having to then shout, what do you mean if I'm okay? Do I look okay to you? So no, I'm not okay, Whis. think this is? Just what have they done to my planet, Whis? For they have went and completely obliterated my entire planet along with everything and anything that was in and around my planet as well, and so it's all gone. It's all gone, Whis. Well, although I will say that while the destruction is indeed severe, Whis went on to then respond upon having to see what remained of Beerus's world. It's remarkable on how Goku and Vegeta had managed to pull back at the very last moment after they went on to realize that by continuing to push back at one another at full force the way they did, would it had ultimately have led to catastrophic consequences if they didn't. For it is also a testament to their control that they were able to prevent the entire universe from collapsing entirely, but, well, not for nothing, at least things aren't as bad as they could have been when considering the amount of power that they were using, with Beerus then responding, "It's gone, they ruined it all, Whis, it's all gone. My planet, my bed, my food, everything's been destroyed. And whether those idiots pulled back at the final moments prior to their collision or not, they had likely ended up having to destroy each other in the process now too." With Whis responding, "Well, actually, my lord, I wouldn't go as far as to say that, because Goku and Vegeta, although extremely injured, are actually still alive, as they appear to be right down there below us and seemingly ready to continue fighting, but unfortunately for them, it would only now appear as though that their time has expired," with an angry Beerus being shown turning by responding, "Wait, say what now? They're alive? Where? And just where are they? Because I can't see them. Tell me, Whis." To which it was only back down below with both Goku and Vegeta barely shown having to still be able to hang in the fight but wanting to battle nonetheless, was when Goku then went on to chime back in, "That was a close one, but not bad, Vegeta, but as you can still see, I'm still standing, and so what do you say? You want to go another round? Because I'm not done, not by a long shot," with Vegeta responding, You're going to regret launching an attack of that magnitude against me, because, well, as you can clearly now see, I'm not done either, and so if you want to go another round with me, then let's do this. And so now come and let's settle this for good." As an angry Beerus then went on to quickly shout, "Enough, you imbeciles, for you will not engage any further, especially not after having to destroy my entire world. Do you hear me? For this fight of yours is now over, and so now stay right where you both are." But it was only interestingly enough in the meantime elsewhere, when then having to take a look and seeing into an unknown timeline with three mysterious individuals having to oversee a mysterious universe with multiple planets on the horizon, was when one of those individuals went on to then respond, "The symphony of their screams as they watch hopelessly while their worlds burn before their very eyes is like music to my ears. For the very essence of all life has fallen into such a pitiful state, teeming with weakness and corruption for as far as the eye can see, as it is a sight that sickens me to my very core, which is exactly why they are all to be exterminated without a trace, for in the end there shall only be one that will remain." As another one of the three individuals then went on to quickly respond, "Yes, and it shall be, O Great One, for we have scoured every corner of this dimension in hopes of finding the Infinity Orb, but it would only now appear as though there is nothing left for us to go and search for within this timeline, as the orb doesn't seem to be here, Master. And since the orb is not here, shall we go and carry on through your will and obliterate?"
So these aren't Dragon Balls that they are looking for. They're looking for some orbs that are apparently in a planet somewhere. So once again, the adventure continues. Yeah, that's always going to be a way to keep the story rolling. Somebody looking for something. God damn it. It's that simple to keep writing these stories. What is the next person looking for? Since we know where the Dragon Balls are, let's just go ahead and give him the Dragon Balls, wish for what he wants, and then kick his ass, right?
been searched through and cleared out thoroughly, as I will not tolerate for even the slightest of errors to be made, Dementor. And so now, are you sure that the orb is not within this timeline? Yes, for we are positive, O Grey One of the second Dementors then went on to quickly respond, for even those whom we've punished for information did not possess the knowledge of where the orb is. However, just because we were unable to find it, we will not rest until we have found it, no matter how many realities and universes we must go and destroy in order to obtain it, Master. Very well then. For we will now move on to our next destination, but not without one final act to be made, so that I may go and remind these creatures of exactly who it is that I am and why I stand without any equals to oppose me. And so now let us commence with the destruction of this entire reality and timeline. To which it was only right then and there within that moment when then having to venture on back within the tournament realm and having to oversee the Grand Priest alongside with the Omni Kings was when the Grand Priest then went on to chime back in. Alright, and there we are now, for it is finally finished and created to your very design, just as you had instructed, sires. And so what do you both think about our stage thus far? It's quite the sight to see given its sheer size when compared to the others now, isn't it? Oh, it looks so cool! Both of the Omni Kings quickly went on to then simultaneously respond. Whoa, can we go down there and check it all out since this entire stage is finally done? Oh, by all means, if you wish to go and test the stage out for yourselves to see if you both like the Grand Priest response, then by all means you are both welcome to go and do so, sires. To which it was only as the Omni Kings were then shown having to step on down and running around the entire stage was when both of the Omni Kings then went on to quickly respond. Wow, 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 there is so much room for us to watch everyone fight down here. It's just perfect. For this was exactly how we imagined for our tournament stage to be like, and so we love it. Well, with that said, I'm glad to see that the Omni Kings are very pleased with the results of my tournament stage construction. The Grand Priest went on to then respond, because at least now this leaves me to go and construct the remaining parts of the arena before they could go and call for this grand event to even begin. And while I can already expect for this event to surely be one for everyone to remember, the Grand Priest continues, and I just hope that the Omni Kings don't get too carried away once this tournament finally begins. And otherwise, I would hate to have to go and restart this entire event if things end up getting a little too out of control for the Omni Kings to handle. But while I'm here, and since I'm almost done, why don't I go and finalize the remaining parts of the entire arena before I go and make my way into, but then, it was only just upon within that very moment as the Grand Priest went on to briefly pause upon having to sense something very disturbing was when the Grand Priest went on to then continue. But wait a second now, and what was that unsettling presence that I was briefly able to sense just now, the Grand Priest questions? For whatever that was that I was momentarily able to get a glimpse of was not only dark within its nature, but it was also disturbingly powerful as well. For that was unlike anything that I've ever sensed come from within the 12 existing universes, and
I'll show that full frontal of that face now. You know that dude is crazy. Shouts out to the Grand Priest.
Far
Man.
beyond
He does
any
his
of our
job,
current
man.
known realms, for it almost had felt as though I knew this power, the Grand Priest continues.
He said, I got a 9 to 5. I just show up. Shit, I got a lot of kids. Hell, it's a good thing I was able to get them good jobs my damn self.
For I must go and follow through and look deeper into this.
I'm trying to keep my kids employed and keep my family out here being productive. Everybody think I'm evil.
To be kept unchecked, as it was only right then and there now during that moment where the Beyond Dragon Ball Super story of the legacy of the Omniverse, the official top 5 strongest warriors in the multiverse sequel, manga chapter number 3 special, then comes to a close.
Well, actually, I'll go ahead and take it from here, as I do want to go as far as to address something very important with our dear viewers at the moment. As before I go and give you the following information, if you aren't already a member of Unreal's Patreon community, then you are truly missing out on so much without you even knowing, because not only is the next episode already already on the page, but if you want to support all of the manga content that you see and gain access to tons of exclusives along the way that range from a variety of different things, then we do encourage for you all to become members of our Patreon community today, for we will link everything down within the description box below and pinned comment section as well. Now I will go as far as to say that not only am I extremely proud to witness both Goku and Vegeta put on an amazing fight, given how they were limited on the time they had, not only will this allow for both myself and for Lord Beerus to further assess their strengths and weaknesses in helping them grow into far stronger and far better warriors, but now that the Grand Minister has completed the stage for the upcoming Omniversal Tournament of Power, one must also question on what that was that the Grand Minister was able to sense within the moment that went on to disturb him, for you do not want to miss out on what is about to happen coming up next. So we hope that you all enjoyed today's video, as before you leave, do make sure to give this video a thumbs up by smashing that like button on your way out, as well as subscribing to Unreal and Gaming's channel in case you are new around here. We thank you all for watching and hope you all have a wonderful day, everyone, as we'll see you all in the next one.
Now, I know it might be weird, maybe even a little bit sus, but just trust me, okay? Just shove it in your mouth, Catman.
Say what now? I will do no such thing, talking bug man, but what I will do is encourage you all to subscribe to Unrelent Gaming for the latest Dragon Ball
Tuesday's coming up.
And while you're at it, make sure to like the video. Also, don't forget to become
What
a
up,
member
Six
of Unrelent
Bows?
Gaming Patreon community.
See you on your
For more
other
exclusive
channel. Y'all know to go check
early
out
access,
6 Daughters in a
and
Row.
much more. Do it now, or I'll destroy your planet, along with every taco.
Hey, don't just waste the goddamn thing. Pass it here.
Impact statements after the castle. Hey, JR, nigga. Ain't it a blessing? We made it out of Lansing after all that hell yeah, that bitch, nigga. After Michigan State, after Hubbard, when our mans told on us, the bands they took from us. Joy Road, bitch, but the money long as 6 mile, brick mile.
Of course, that one of them cosplays is on point right there. You know what I mean? She said we went with the white hair. Christina Aguilera. Oh shit, that's hilarious. What up, Bud Files? Good to see you. How you doing? Y'all know to go check out the Bud Files. I got plenty of content for you. Appreciate you stopping by. And of course, we got another Vegeta fight. What the fuck is it gonna be this time? Nah, my shit acted a little slow apparently. What the fuck is Buffett? Me, nigga?
Who are you?
Oh yeah, that's Doomsday.
You're not getting away with this.
Kryptonian DNA. Yeah, see. Looks like we're gonna have tech problems today. Our favorite supporter likes all my videos. good soon. Uh-oh. So now we got Ultra Ego in the building. Ego has entered the conversation. What you gonna do?
Time to say goodbye. Bang! Vaporize you! I'll beat anyone, no matter how strong they are.
Of course. Shit. Ultra Ego. Ultra Ego. Yeah, that's what I said. What do you mean you miss me, Negro? We here every motherfucking time on schedule. That's the good thing about consistent corn. Yeah, you can't miss me. I will be right there in the background doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Hell, shit. You know, the only thing you gotta do is wake up on a Saturday and catch me. You got all day with me. Yeah, because I'll be right back at 10.
Remember me when you're far away. I'll always have a place for you to stay. In the garden, by the door, in the bedroom, on the floor. Remember me when you're far away. I'll always have a place for you to stay. In the middle of the night, I'm gonna be there.
Y'all know to go check out the big homie at DJ Is. He had a chess video over a beat this morning. I appreciate that. You know what I mean? Chess video. Yeah, he was over here kicking some ass apparently. He said, hell, let me put this one on a beat. Yeah, made a video about it. That's what we do. We do whatever the fuck we like. Yeah, so hell, that's always appreciated. Y'all gotta go check out that big homie. I'll be checking out some more of these buds here in a sec, though. You know, we got something in the tray, right? Yeah, little trim gel on it, but you know, that ain't a thing. That's why I was saying my fingers were sticky earlier, because we got some icky. Yeah, good thing about having your own harvest, right? You'll have buds of smoke, and then you'll be amazed at the quality of shit you put out. Hell, I'm always hyped to smoke something that I grew, so you know me. You know me.
Remember me when you're far away. I'll always have a place for you to stay. In the garden, by the door.
But all right, y'all. We'll see y'all next Saturday.